Most of the research that I'm doing now is all focused on how kids learn and how they specifically utilize the 4-H Children's Garden and the various programs that we do in their learning. The whole concept or premise behind that is asking the question, what would be the best lettuce for, if we're working with 4th graders, for a 4th grade lunch? And so on the first visit that the kids make to the garden, they set up the experiment. They plant 6 different cultivars of lettuce. When the kids come back on the second visit, which is usually about a week, sometimes 10 days later, then we will bring those lettuce out and they will evaluate them. So they will measure how tall they're growing. They'll also evaluate quality. Then on the third visit that they make, we'll do those 2 measurements again, and then they'll also do a taste test. And then we sit down with them and we have some very specific questions that we ask them. Number 1, does their data support their hypothesis? They made a hypothesis initially that it would or wouldn't taste the same, grow the same. If you look at just the height data, what's the best lettuce? If you look at just the rating data, what's the best lettuce? If you look at just the taste data, what's the best? But now if you combine them all, and usually there are at least 2 different lettuces, sometimes 3 different ones. If you combine them all, what's the best? You need to make a recommendation, what's the best lettuce? And that's been very, very popular. The kids like it. We have a version of it where we actually have the kids put the data that they collect in Google Docs online, and then those Google Docs spreadsheets are set up to create graphs and export those graphs to a wiki where they actually write up the experiment and answer those questions. Does the data support the hypothesis? That sort of thing. And the question we ask there is, what will happen if we have to water our plants with water that's not as good as what we would normally have, so our normal drinking water? And with that one, we send them home with Children's Garden tap water and Children's Garden pond water. The third treatment in that experiment is their own school tap water, and then they get to brainstorm on the 4th treatment. And that's where they get to throw in some creativity, and we've had everything from rainwater, vitamin water, to coffee, to Coke, to Mountain Dew, the whole gamut. And so they take those seeds back and then grow them and water them with those different solutions and then report back to us on how they grew. We have a communication tool that we developed with some folks on campus a few years ago called the Wonder Wall. And we use that as a way for kids to stay connected to us even when they're not here, so between field trips and after field trips. And so they can ask questions, post comments, post drawings, or even upload images to the Wonder Wall. And then the moderator, which in this case is me, goes back and answers their questions, comments on their comments, comments on their drawings. And we've been looking at, when kids use that tool, what kind of questions they ask, what kind of ongoing conversations happen, can we see trends or patterns in how they relate to a scientist, how they relate to the Children's Garden, how they connect to MSU. What we're doing is we're experimenting with what are called QR codes. So it's similar to a barcode, except it's 2-dimensional. And so when you have that app on your phone or your iPod, and you just point it at the QR code, it reads it, and then it automatically directs you to the website that code. So there's a website embedded in it. And you can bring up the information. So we made the assumption that it's going to be the adult that has the smartphone. And so when they go to the website, it's questions about the plant that they're looking at or the garden and answers, so that the adult can engage the kids in more depth and have them look at some things more closely. The second one is where the QR code takes you to information about that plant. That one, we're assuming that the kid is the one, or the child is the one that has the smartphone or the iPod, and we are actually going to have a half a dozen of them out here that they can check out. And then it just gives them more information. One interesting component that we're working with on that one is having kids that we work with in our Seeds of Science program write the content that shows up, that it will be on the web page, so that later this summer when we have folks out here that use these QR codes and use our iPods, the information that they go to will be information generated by 4th graders. And so it'll be the 4th grade description of this fruit or flower or plant, the 4th grade description of how you should use it, the 4th grade description of why it's important, that sort of thing. So we're trying to make the kids, we're giving the kids opportunity to contribute to the knowledge base.